The return of my Coin Lady channel brings me much joy. Bitcoin was trading at over $100,000 just over 24 hours ago, and the market took a major tumble earlier today. Although there was unprecedented fear earlier today, things are beginning to recover, and we are still experiencing extremely high levels of greed. Guys, this is essentially a market reset taking place in real time, and we need to address it so that we can talk about what happens next. There are still a number of fantastic gains across the board, but if we examine the majority of the space, it did take a little knock today. This is all relative, though. Many older coins experienced a decline in value, including XRP. To put this in perspective, it all began with the announcement that Bitcoin had reached a value of over $100,000 at around 7 or 8 in the morning EST, when the market was abuzz with talk of the cryptocurrency. At first, everyone was looking at Bitcoin, but then, at about 3 o'clock in the afternoon, the market lost $100 million. That was in the span of an hour, but by about 5:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, it had ballooned to almost $450 million. And it continued to escalate, with 211,642 dealers eliminated in the last 24 hours, bringing the total number of liquidations to 1.8 billion. In addition, we are experiencing breaking in just 90 minutes, Bitcoin plummets $8,000, reaching a new daily low of $92,000. Despite ongoing instability in the market, Bitcoin has reached a psychological barrier at $5,000 from its low. At the moment, this is the appearance of Bitcoin. It has dropped all the way down to about $94,000, but when we look at it over the past month or even a year, you can hardly recognize it anymore. It's currently sitting at around 97.5K. Alright, I find it quite amusing how people tend to freak out on days like this, when there are liquidations and price cascades. It certainly reaches every segment of the market. Looking at the past week or perhaps the past month, does the hypothesis of a small sell-off down to $3,750 appear significant at all? In no world. Right, XRP. Ripple's value was already declining. The price did eventually drop back down to $2.23 or around. In yesterday's noon video, I did mention that we were probably going to sell off a little more. In fact, I was speculating that XRP might yet retest the all-time high set in 2021. I still believe it's within the realm of possibility. The length of time this correction lasts will determine the big signal, barring a robust rebound. But when compared to the past month or even the past year, does this correction actually affect XRP's value? No, it doesn't, in my view. Alright, that's all, a lot of individuals will say when they glance at the daily price of XRP dropping. However, when viewed from a distance, these are merely minute fluctuations on the larger chart. What this does, though, is reset feelings, correct? The levels of anxiety and greed are still extremely high, and I get that. They're comparable to, say, March of 2024. So, you might be wondering, alright, Nick, does that imply that we're going to have the same price effects from March through November? Meaning, that prices won't move for months on end, just stay flat while all coins take another beating. No way, not at all. No, that's not it. Nothing like that is true. For example, if you were to revisit all of the bull markets up until 2020, I could show you guys the data in a flash. Into the year 2020, about 2, well, if we keep an eye on the candles here throughout this period, alright. What I mean is, we'll alter the perspective as a whole, but I can show you that, in the space between these candles, we can see the all-time highs. I mean, setbacks are commonplace, and there are a lot of them. Looking back even at this past year reveals how many setbacks were necessary to reach our current position. This is a regular occurrence in every cycle. I get it right. Listen, if this is your first cycle, I get it. However, if you have been involved for the past 2 or 3 cycles, or whatever it is, then this is not news to you. This is the precise mechanism by which price action occurs. This is how the market's price activity stays healthy. Crazy thing is, all over X, we see charts like this after price fluctuations like this. This one has over 270,000 views and 1,200 likes. That is, the engagement farming that is based on part of it. To be honest, I find price activity to be somewhat confusing. Bitcoin, on the other hand, is ready, and this chart shows its price going from $104,000 to $24,000, and they're referring to it as that. For Bitcoin, the premier added. Now, we've heard this ad nauseum in the past. For instance, in 2020 and 2021, we'll hear it again and again in the recycling cycle. No matter what, everyone seems to be an authority on the subject. As we reflect on 2020, it appears that the same trends are resurfacing, with some individuals sharing these apocalyptic charts as the market is experiencing a bull run. For context, consider the small dip in 2021 prior to Bitcoin's far bigger increase. We are currently in the exact same position. Once more, I will open a chart for you all. I still remember FTX and COVID even when we're at the bottom. Okay, everyone was stating that $10,000 in 2022 never materialized. The prediction that COVID would drop below $3,000 has never materialized. Due to fear, many people will sell too soon, while others may miss out on big buying possibilities. I mean, this is the exact reason why I think, the mood here has been reset. A lot of individuals on X have been quite pessimistic recently, and now they're predicting that Bitcoin will drop below a certain amount in dollars, canceling out any bull runs and bringing about bear markets. Much obliged for taking the time to view my film. Thank you for watching my channel and for subscribing. I will see you later.